Iton waray natas kapag pinanmilay han kakahuyan, asya ansyahan nga kausa, hini nga pagbabaha. May da naton mga kabugtuan nga nagpapakabuhi, nabubuhi, pinaagihin pag pinanmilay, hini nga kakahuyan. Pero iton nagiging resulta hini, usahay kamatayon. Han aton iba nga mga kabugtuan, kung naabot na ang babaha. Kay kung ano ang aton inuutang hakalimungan, aton manta babayaran. Usahay, kinabuhi pahani, iton bayan.
Sanglit, nasiring ako haiyo, ayaw kamo kabaraka may tungod han pagkaon, ngan pag-inom, nga kinahanglanon niyo, basi mabuhi kamo. Utungod han panapton, parahan iyo lawas. Diri ba ang kinabuhi, labaw pa han pagkaon, nganan lawas, labaw pa han panapton. Tanawa daw niyo ang katamsihan, diri hira nagpupugas, o nagbabari, o nagsisibog ngadtuhan kamalig, kundi kinamangnuan hira han amay niyo halangit. Diri ba kamo labaw pa han katamsihan? Hinuman haiyo, in makakapahilaba han iya kinabuhi, in bisan la pira katuig, pinaagi, hin pagkinabaraka. Kay ano nga nababaraka kamo may tungod hin panapton. Pag-una-unaa daw niyo ang pagtubo han mga bukad hakapatagan. Diri hira nagbubuhat o naghahablon, kundi nasiring ako haiyo, bisan hi Solomon, didan iya pagkamanggaron. Waray panapton nga sugad ka makaruruyag, hanusahini nga mga bukad. Kung gipapanaptunan han Dios ang mga banwa hakapatagan, nga buhi yana, ngan pagkabuwas sinusunog hahudno, kamo pa indiri. Pagkaguti ay han iyo pagtuo.
VW Conversations. It's about people. It's about issues. It's about us. VW Conversations. Usahang katungod, usahang kinahanglanon. Pag-iristorya ita ang kinahanglan pag-iristoryahan. VW Conversations.
And we're back on Conversations on DYVW. Mga kasangga, we took a very short break. It, took us a long time to be back. Good morning, Father. Good evening, Father Andy in New York. I don't know if you can join us. Mga kasangkay, nalilipay kami, dara kami ada nato mga bisita. mara magidadamo iton mga tawo nga in magiging interesado hini kasi kada adlaw, kada oras, kada minuto, kada segundo ito naton mga kinabuhi, kinahanglan connected kita, and
Of
we
course.
are happy indeed to have our friends from Smart Communications with us.
Yes. Correct. I just like to ask them how they like to be called. Smart people or people from Smart?
Smart people,
Smart.
I think is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, smart people.
Okay.
Yes. So para yung mga kasangkayan, no, iton aton mga bisita yan na. We have Mr. Alex Caeg, who is a Senior Vice President of PLD to Smart. He also heads the Consumer Business and Customer Development. And of course, welcome, sir, to Eastern Samar. Your first time, I guess? Yes.
Actually,
And
my third time.
in Borongan.
We were here exactly 2 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's nice, you know. We want people coming back to Borongan. And of course, Mr. Joachim Horn, who is also the Chief Technology and Information Advisor of PLD to Smart. Welcome to Borongan, sir. And of course, we have Mr. Diswangko and Mr. Hoyle Diswangko, sir. Welcome po.
Thank you, thank you. Glad to be here.
And Mr. Patrick
Patrick,
Belicina.
yes.
Thank you very much for
Wow.
coming. So,
Okay.
like, I know why you're here.
Yes.
I'm very interested.
That's
And,
good.
and we're so glad and happy that you could come and to officially launch this upgrade of Smart here in Borongan City. It's high time that we have LTE. So the basic question is, what's in store for Smart subscribers with this LTE thing?
I think first and foremost, it will bring you the better internet. In fact, we are planning to roll out the best LTE in the Philippines, also here in this Borongan Samar area and also Leyte area. And we have started, so you will feel it in some areas already, but by the end of this year, all signals where you receive Smart will carry the LTE signal.
Oh.
And LTE works the same like 3G, but it is so much faster. Your experience will be so much better. So you will enjoy the YouTube videos without, scrambling,
buffer,
without the
those
circle of
things.
death, and so it is very important, of course, that you have an LTE phone, right?
Mhm.
And have
An
an
LTE
LTE
phone.
SIM,
Okay.
right, in order to be able to enjoy it.
Do we need to change SIM? Say
SIM
for example,
cards.
is the SIM card, a new smart SIM to fully enjoy this LTE?
That may be necessary. We have actually an SMS you can text to, where you can check whether your SIM is already LTE enabled. If it's not enabled, we can change it for you. And the change will happen in a few minutes, and you will retain
The
your
number.
phone number.
Oh,
You
that's
don't
good.
get a new number, but from then on, if you have an LTE SIM, you put it into an LTE phone, you will enjoy the fastest LTE speed.
But we also need to have an LTE phone.
Yes.
Yes.
So we have to, like, if we're gonna buy a phone, we have to ask them
Whether
an
it's
L-
LTE
LTE.
ready.
Yes. So if you put an LTE SIM into a non-LTE phone,
That
it doesn't make
wouldn't
an
work.
LTE.
Mhm.
So you will still only have then 3G speeds.
Well, we have to make sure that the LTE network is present in our area, and that is what our colleagues from network are doing all over Eastern Visayas. With respect to devices, Yon already mentioned that it requires LTE-capable devices and SIM cards as well. With respect to retaining your number, with respect to the SIM upgrade, it's very important because then you don't have to tell everyone that I have a new number.
Yes.
Yeah? Second, I don't have to reprogram the contacts on my phone.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. And third, you're connected instantly because we're only talking about 3, 4, 5 minutes to get this thing done.
Okay. So like, with this LTE thing, is it going to be like more expensive for the subscribers?
You pay the same, but you get much better customer experience.
Mhm.
Your 3G phone's probably able to do 10% of what LTE can provide you in terms of speed.
10 times.
Patrick,
It will be 10 times better.
Ooh.
So for what you usually experience with 3G, when you go for with LTE, especially for video, you no longer experience the buffering. So it's smoother. You will have a much better experience, and also we're also deploying more sites and upgrading our site. we're also covering the indoors because most of the subscribers now are actually using their phone inside, especially for data. Di ba?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's also the thrust of the network team of Smart.
Let me just add, no, because very important para sa ating mga kababayan who normally has two SIMs in their smartphones.
Yeah.
Other than the smartphone, the LTE network, and the SIM network, very important po to look at your setting. Sa phone po natin, you can see the settings. The Smart SIM should be in slot number 1 because that's where you can really experience the best LTE.
Okay.
Not slot number 2. It should be slot number 1. Very important po. Remember, setting slot number 1.
Okay.
But it's really worth it because you can compare the LTE experience probably the best with a very good Wi-Fi experience. And once you're on LTE, you never want to go back to 3G.
Yes.
So people will hate when they are getting used to LTE and all of a sudden there's only 3G. So this is the reason why we have decided in Smart that by the end of this year, wherever there is a smart signal, we will have the best LTE network here in the Philippines.
So in Borongan, LTE na po tayo.
Yes.
Like sa lahat ba? Kasi there are blind areas in Borongan na wala po kaming like signal.
Network.
No, we don't have the network signal. So, paano nyo ito gagawin to make sure nga at least the whole of the Borongan City area ay connected sa inyo?
Hindi lang po Borongan, but Samar is very important to us. In fact, the whole Eastern Visayas is very dear to Smart. And so we have, as we speak, in progress, we will actually cover the whole Leyte, Samar areas, including yung mga islands na nakahiwalay po sa atin.
And I would like to point out na sa school namin, sa Eastern Samar State University, it's only Smart na solo po ninyo yung network because you have a tower that's near the university. So parang kumbaga captive, you have captive clients there with more than 4,000 students, and of course yung members of the faculty are really into Smart. So do we expect better with this LTE thing?
Yes.
I'm sure everyone would really enjoy that.
Yes, I think the students will be the first to really enjoy a much faster network with a better video experience. We were just discussing before this interview that we should put really priority on that university because it's only smart signal.
Yes.
And the base station is already there, so the upgrade will be done very soon.
And it seems that your network is so much into such strategy where far-flung areas or mountainous areas, you are able to, people are able to access
You
your
are there.
network. You're
Like
there.
in hard
Yes.
to reach areas.
Yes. What's the
For
secret
instance,
behind
in
that?
Eastern Samar, Maslog, I think Maslog is connected.
Yes.
It's one of the
Hardest.
remotest
Yes.
towns of Eastern Samar.
Yeah. One of the key reason for that is like for example, our organization, our top management are going around. Okay, we traveled all the way from Manila, Tacloban, traveled by 5 hours all the way to Borongan for us to experience what's really the network that we have, what the experience of subscribers. That's why it's not by coincidence that we are putting sites in areas that people in other places like in Metro Manila seems that's not aware of the importance of signal in these provinces. In fact, I've been with Smart for so long, and I've been here more than years ago, and we are really pushing for all that the sites. In fact, the roads going to Katarman.
Yes.
Okay, that's what we want to cover. In fact, I've already talked to Yorn. I said that we also have to improve the highway coverage from Tacloban via Kinapundan, down south all the way
The coastal
here,
road.
the coastal road. At the same time, improve also the coverage from here all the way to Taft to Buray.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly. Particularly with Taft area, the forest there.
Yes.
There's that dead spot there where it's quite the road is quite long, and what if you meet an accident or
accident.
so? There's no network that would cover would service the people who would be there. That's also our
that's
concern.
really the intention, and
Also strategic in terms of calamities, particularly super typhoons, like what happened during Haiyan or Ilanda. And I think the primary concern of people is to really get connected during these times. And what are the measures that Smart is doing to assure that if in case something like that happens again, the network would still be existing?
So we have in the last years done a lot to harden our network and to be more resilient against these kind of calamities. And in fact, in the last couple of years, the typhoon impact was much less, and the recovery has been so much faster because of the better technology we are using, the more resilience we are building. For example, in order to operate the LTE base station, we need fiber.
Same experience during Yolanda, when it was only a Smart. People had to line up in the mountain.
So there's more to come. The first is we upgrade every existing cell site of Smart. Will carry the LTE signal by end of this year. Second, we will build about a third new sites over the next 1 year about. So we will add coverage in the dead spots, some of which you have mentioned.
Yes.
We will also not forget the islands which
Yes.
are around here. We will cover those, some of those also within this year and then early next year.
For D1, this month you can expect LTE.
Get
True.
this signal.
But now with that, you can have your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And in fact, the
This is
fiber,
fiber to the home. yeah.
fiber to the home, you have your Wi-Fi and you can
Yeah.
use it unlimited. So it's a different experience again.
Well, the big story in really is improving the day-to-day living of
In terms of being able to access get better service. Okay, so in so far as complaints are concerned, how is the Smart reacting to say, handling situations
customer
like
complaints.
customer complaints?
So customer complaints for us is probably the top priority on a day-to-day basis. There's an own organization, customer service, who is handling these complaints, but they are very tightly connected to our network organization. In fact, we have an organization that we call service management. And their task is not to say we have the best network. Their target is to say we have the most satisfied customers. Because there is a difference. We may say the network is good, but the customer says the network is not good. And if the customer says network is not good, it's not good. So perception is reality, and we work day to day to improve that.
Well, actually, I can speak for that in the sense that years back, I used to call customer hotline for complaints regarding the
the far-flung areas you mentioned. That's definitely one of them. Us in the commercial business, obviously our primary responsibility is to shake the hand of the customer and see them every day. But more than that, it's also providing livelihood. We have thousands of people who produce the results that we have today because they are the ones who open the stores, they are the ones who are in the malls, they are the ones who are in the streets, connecting the customers to our fiber lines and to our wireless service. I think the important story here is that being part of the day-to-day is not just for commercial objectives. When I say connecting people and connect them to the world, we know very well, like what you mentioned, how many people have relatives overseas. So when you see your relative in New York, in the Middle East or elsewhere, doesn't that bring joy to your day-to-day?
Exactly.
So for people who miss their parents, for people who would like to connect to their loved ones and friends, that's certainly one big thing. But the other thing really is to bring people to the internet age, no matter where they are, no matter what time it is, whether they are at home or away from home.
Okay. Question: what's the possibility of having a Smart branch here in Borongan?
Like
Say, for
a
example,
Smart store.
Yeah, Smart
or
store where people can
hub.
have access to, say, if they want to go into a plan or what, instead of going to Tacloban,
Yeah,
which
because you have
is
to go to
quite,
Tacloban.
yeah.
Like if we have problems, like we want to have, like for instance,
Exactly.
we have problems at the station. Like I have a
And-
problem with my plan.
And some
Because we
very
don't
good-
have a smart hub
Yeah.
in Borongan.
Okay, let me address that. As we continue to improve the network, definitely, as we mentioned a while ago, more and more people will get to use the service. And as they do, from time to time, you will have people who will say, we need better services here, we have a complaint, we have a service request. I think the job for us to do is to talk to our East Visayas team, deploy as soon as possible a community hub, no, if not a PLDT or a smart store. Because definitely once you roll out fiber, as you mentioned, as you improve the 4G or the LTE services, people would like to, number one, upgrade their phones, number two, change their SIM cards, you know. And part of the continuing education is not just to reach out to the customers, but to also educate our own retailers, you know. And that can only happen if we have local presence. So,
Kasi ngayon, marami ang bibili ng LTE SIM cards. Like after this, they know that smart LTE is here. So, saan sila bibili ng SIM cards?
Napakarami
In
po
Borongan.
napakarami naming partner dito sa ating lugar dito sa Borongan. Halos lahat ng mga sari store, pwede nila